I wanted to get that little bit at the beginning. Oh, well. So yeah, I'll record this all and I'll send it to you. Did that help?
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so we're not going to go through every last sentence, but I just want to hear where you're at with the sentences that you practiced.
Mhm.
And you know what? If you made any sentences up that used words that you're more likely to use, let me know,
Mhm.
right? Because the purpose, if you are practicing sentences that you're never going to use, that's not super useful.
Okay.
It'll help you practice the sounds, but then when you get into a real situation, you might not be able to get them out.
Okay.
That's true. All right. Also, this is a picture from a park in Lombard, Illinois, in the Chicago
okay.
area.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, let's see. Were any of these, I bet these were not difficult for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
We can try.
Yeah.
This one is bigger than that one. The chair is over there. Move this first, then move this. I think that car is theirs.
Mhm.
The words the and thine are not used very often. His mother and father are on vacation. The words that's and therefore have similar meanings.
Good. Yeah, it does sound a little bit better. Sometimes I do hear you on words that you use very commonly, like this, that, the, a lot of these are very common words.
Yes.
So words like that are very common are going to take more work to correct because you're used to saying duh, this, that, duh, right? That's true of everything. Let's see. I don't really need to hear all of them, but I want to hear number 9.
I won't bother them again.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. All right. I'm done with this. You're good. All right. So we got a couple of these W sounds.
Okay. Do you want me to read them all?
Let's see. Were any of them difficult for you to say?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Okay, I can read them all.
I'm going to do, let's see, 2, 4, and 8. I want to hear those.
Okay. Number 2, the woman went west for the winter.
Mhm.
Number 4, the wagon wheel doesn't work. Number 8, the spider waves its web with ease.
All right. So the W's sound pretty good. Yeah. I still hear occasionally duh. That's going to be a big one to get over.
Okay.
The.
The.
Yeah. I know you can do it because I've heard you do it. But when you get used to saying the instead of the, that's the problem. That's the hardest thing. That'll be the hardest thing for you is changing that. Okay. Let's see if there's any on this one.
Which number?
Let's do number 9.
I walked to the wedding when I got up work.
All right. Sounds good. So let me show you something that, actually, no, I'm going to wait because I'm going to talk about this later. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to work on consonant clusters with R. That's a pretty difficult category for a lot of people. And we're going to kind of go through them pretty quickly because, again, like I think you can handle it. All right. So the trick to this, I'm gonna stop sharing really quickly. The trick to doing a consonant cluster with R is to start. Let's start with the word. Let's start with the word rice.
Right.
Rice, like the food.
Oh, rice. Okay.
Yeah.
Like we eat. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I should have clarified. Right. So what you do when you're making that R sound is you kind of pull your tongue backwards in your mouth. You know how, like I could hear you do it very clearly. So
R.
yeah. You
R.
American R is pulled back and it's held tensely.
R.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you do is you get your tongue in position and you're making the P sound with your lips. So you get rice, price.
Rice, price.
That's good. So I can still tell your tongue is like, wait, what?
Yeah. Right, price.
But that's how you would make this work. So rice, price.
Rice, price.
Yeah. There's Rick. There's someone named Rick.
Brick.
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 Good, you got it. There's an ice skating rink.
Ring.
And drink.
Drink.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna do a couple more. Let's see. Race.
Race.
And trace.
Trace.
That's a little harder for you, huh?
Trace.
So sometimes the T's and the D's are harder if you roll your R's, if you're someone who rolls your R's, which is not something I've heard very much, but I hear it a little bit sometimes. The T and the D are said at the same place as you roll your tongue. Oh, hello. You're frozen. Okay. Let's do race again.
Race.
And grace.
Grace.
Good. I should have done rate and great. Oh, well. How about rate?
Rate.
And crate.
Trait.
Sorry, like a box. Crate.
Trait. Trait.
I'll do another one. Let's see. I should have thought of this ahead of time. All right. Okay, rack, as in like a storage rack.
Rack.
And
rack.
crack.
Track.
With a C.
Track. Track. Track.
Like, we're gonna work on that one. Okay. Is it hard for you to tell the difference when I say crack and track?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. We'll work on it. Okay, let's see. That's good enough. Let's go. Let's do some of these sentences. All right. All right, so we're going to go straight into the sentences because I think you're pretty good at the single word level once I showed you the trick. So some of these work, some of these don't. Like there's raise and there's praise, right? But it's the same way. You put your tongue in the right place and go. All right, so let's try number one.
After practice, he received a lot of praise.
Yeah. Some of these are so stupid. Let's see. Let's do number two.
That word is priest, right? Priest.
Yeah, priest.
Priest. Prick. Okay. Why did the priest prick the price tags.
Yeah. No one's ever going to use that sentence. Like, at least number one is useful. This one, number 5, is good if you want to talk about Donald Trump.
He likes to brag about his brain.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's do number 6.
How did you break the branch?
All right, good. Okay. So it seems like you've got those two. These ones are the T's and the D's. So T and D are almost the same except for voice. Just a little
Okay.
bit difference with the voice. Okay. And I want to see how well you do with these T's and D's, because the T was the only one that I heard you have trouble with when we were doing single words. So let's do number 1.
We tried to follow her tracks in the snow.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I made you a sign. We're not going to need it yet. This is more for conversation, but just so you know, I made you a sign.
Okay.
All right. I lost my old one. All right. So I want to hear tried.
Tried.
Yeah, tracks.
Tracks.
Good. Yeah, you got it. All right. So one thing that surprised me was this part. I think one of the reasons why you get a lower score on fluency is because you tend to make a very sharp stop in between these words. So we have spaces in there, but we don't speak like there's spaces. If we spoke like, I'll show you where the spaces would be, right? There's a space. There's a space. There's a space. So these 3 words, you can run them all together. You could say snow, the snow, in the snow.
In the snow. In the snow.
Oh, that sounded
snow.
great. Yeah. Yeah. You can run these little phrases anytime you have in the, at the, of the, you can run those together. And you'll notice that each of these have at least one word that's kind of stressed, right? We tried to follow her tracks in the snow. So as long as you, like, you can just make the stressed one the biggest part of the sentence and run the rest of them together, you'll be fine. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
There's other phrases that we tend to run together all the time, like was-a,
Was the.
at the.
At the.
In the.
Inner.
In the. Yeah.
In the. Inner.
Yeah. Is a. Yeah.
It is a.
Yeah. That's just the way people talk. We don't always make a sharp space between the words. All right. Are you ready to try another sentence?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I want to hear number 4. So this has got some nice examples of this rhythm, right? Oops. We've got the tramp ate the trout in the truck.
The tramp ate the trout in the truck.
Oh, did you notice something about this word, trout?
Trout, I just ate that.
Oh, really?
Yes. That is one of the best meal in the North Carolina.
Wow.
Just the trout with lemon and
Mhm.
it's from the river. It's not farm raised. And anyway,
Ooh, wild caught.
yeah.
Wild caught. Oh, that's nice. I like
Yeah.
trout. I like trout a
Yeah.
lot.
So yummy.
Yeah. So one thing that I noticed about trout was that you rolled the R, which is not something you do very often. But I think it's because this TR combination is going to trick your tongue into going back to rolling.
Huh? Okay.
So that's trout.
Proud.
Beautiful. Yeah, I know you can do it. I think it's just a matter of making everything work all at once. Oh, I want trout. I want to eat
Yeah.
trout.
Yeah. With the lemon. Oh, flavor. Oh, it's good.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds so nice. Okay, so let's try I want to hear number 4 again, and feel free to take as big of a pause as you want in here, right?
The tramp ate the trout in the truck.
Good, that's better.
Truck. Okay.
Yeah. So I bet running these two words together is going to be hard for you.
Yeah.
Right?
The
Because
truck.
that's a lot of movement
Yeah.
for your tongue, right? You got to get it out. You got to go with That's a tough combination, right? It's hard for Americans to understand that sometimes. All right, let's try. Excuse me. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do number 7. And again,
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna do the
Pause. Plus.
we don't need a pause there. That's a lot of pictures. Okay.
I like to draw pictures of my dreams.
Oh, that was good. Okay. And then this is always good advice. Please don't drive when you are drunk. All right.
Please don't drive when you are drunk.
Okay. So it sounds to me like the D is fine. It's just that TR is the tricky one. All right. Let's see how you do with the CRs and the GRs. Oh, we've also got some FRs and some THRs. That's going to be hard, I think. Let's go. I didn't put so many examples in here.
Number 3.
Yeah.
That crate has a big crack in it.
Yeah. All right, let's try to get that as smooth as possible. That crate
has a big crack in it.
Yeah. So again, with these, anytime you've got unstressed syllables, this is in it.
Okay.
You've also got, let's see, you got has a and in it.
Has a.
Yeah. I actually think that if you start doing it this way, it might show up better on your which was that again? The IELTS. Yeah. I think that if you start to run some of these sounds together, it might actually help with the fluency score. I'm not sure because I don't have that much experience with IELTS, but that's my guess, because one thing I noticed is you kind of stop suddenly to make space between the words. They might be misreading that. Okay.
That crate has a big crack in it.
Yeah. Let me do the whole sentence for you, all right?
Okay.
That crate has a big crack in it.
That crate has a big crack in it.
Yeah. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. All right, let's do number 4.
These grapes are the best for making Greek wine.
Good. That's good. No problem. All right, let's see. Ooh, this one is topically relevant.
Why don't you fry the fresh fish?
Mm.
Fry fresh fish.
Yeah, I am noticing. I didn't really notice this before, but yeah, it seems like I'm hearing sometimes very similar sounds between the SH and the CH sound. So I'm just marking this down because sometimes some things I didn't notice before, sometimes I start to notice them. So
Why don't you fry the fresh fish? I don't know.
so don't you
Don't you?
there's a reason why I always say it like that, because that's a very common native speaker way. Don't you?
Don't you?
That's like, don't you?
Don't you? Don't you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And that might help you with fluency also. I'm not sure, because if you're being rated by a speaker of British English, they might not like that. But if you're being rated by a native speaking English, American English speaker, they'll probably think that sounds great.
Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you fry the fresh fish?
Yeah, good. All right. Let's see. And then I am going to do, let's do number 10. So this one is going to be the hardest sound, right? Because you've already got the TH sound. This is an unvoiced TH. So you've got to stick your tongue out and then yank it back, right? 3.
Three couples are throwing a party. Party.
Party. Yeah.
Three couples are throwing a party.
Hold on, let me check something really quick. I just want to make sure that I get, okay. Sorry. And then 3 is a hard one, I think.
Three. You want me to do number 3 again?
Oh, sorry. The word 3.
Oh, 3. Three couples are throwing a party. 3 couples are throwing a party. A party.
Yeah.
3 couples are throwing a party.
Sounds good. All right. So I would like to move on from this because I don't want to spend too much time on it. We're gonna do the L sound. So at the beginning is not so difficult, but sometimes at the end. And this is something sometimes Americans will do also, is we'll kind of skip an L sometimes if we're speaking slangily. Like old instead of old.
Old.
Right.
Old.
Yeah. So, oops, excuse me. All right. Let's see. So the L sound is different from the R sound, right? Sometimes I actually teach the L first, because the way that we make the L is we stick our tongue up right behind the teeth, but we kind of dip the rest of it down. La. Yeah, good, no problem. All right, so I don't think, let's do number 9. What language do they speak at the lounge?
What language do they speak? What language do they speak at the lounge? At the lounge. At the lounge. What language do they speak at the lounge?
Oh, all right.
What language do they speak at the lounge?
Okay. So let's work on this part here, actually. I want to hear just this word because I'm actually hearing you skip the N.
Lounge.
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 Can you tell me about Thai? Is it common for Thai to have N's at the end of words?
I'm not sure actually, but we probably don't really focus on the ending sounds.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Because I'm surprised, actually. It's usually more common to skip the j sound. So people would be more likely to say loun instead of lounge, like that. And that's interesting that you're skipping the N sound. I'll have to read up on the Thai language to find out what's going on there. It's something I've noticed in a couple of other words too. Let me show you something. This is not a demonstration that I do a lot, but with sounds like the N sound, the M sound, and the NG sound, we make our air goes through the nose. So if you hold your fingers right here, like where my glasses go normally, and you go, yeah. So you can say "s" and you won't feel anything, but if you go you'll feel the buzz. Yeah.
Lounge.
There you go. Yeah. So
Lounge.
the sun is out.
Sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
today is much better than yesterday.
Yeah. I set my bedroom, or I set my living room up so that it's partially an office. And like, you can't see it, but right over there, I have a little reading nook and it's in the sun right now.
You still share the screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's okay. Anyway, so I think that you're at the beginning L is not as big a deal. I think you've got the beginning L, but I want to hear you do some final L's. Some of these might be tricky. Let's see. And some of these are terribly stupid again. Like, oh, you know what? Number 1 is a good one. Carl is going to school in the fall.
Carl is going to school in the fall.
Okay. These might be too simple to bring out the issue that I wanted to hear. I'll try a few more of them. Let's see. I want to hear number 4.
Okay. I told you to roll. Oh, I told you the roll was stale.
Can I hear just this word? Stale.
Stale.
So this actually rhymes with sail.
Sell. Stale.
Or pale. Right?
Pale.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Anyway, I want to hear number 6.
I think he has a cruel smile.
Not bad. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do for this now. So this is that's my mom's dog.
That's
So
cute.
cute. Oh.
It's really, oh, that's cute.
Yeah. She's a Chihuahua Min Pin mix.
Ah, Chihuahua. Chihuahua is so little. Okay.
Yeah, she's tiny. She's 8 pounds.
So
Mhm.
cute. Mm.
Yeah. All right. I wanna cuddle her. Oh well. So this is something that I've thought about skipping and I've thought about teaching it, and I decided to put it in just to try it out.
Okay.
So for speech language pathologists and linguists, we have a way of representing every specific sound.
Mhm.
So for example, we have a symbol for T and we have a symbol for CH, although I didn't include that there. And
Mhm.
this is the A vowel.
A.
A. Like cat, right? This is cat.
Cat.
Mm. This is maybe not the best set of. And then this, so we've got cat, as in like meow, and we've got catch.
Catch.
Good. Right. So each of those words contain 3 sounds, right? You've got the first sound, which is a k in both instances. You got the second sound, which is your vowel, the a. And then the difference is in the last one. So there's a t and there's a ch.
Ch. Ch.
So what happens sometimes, the point of this exercise is to think about all the sounds that are in the word, right? So one thing that's very difficult for a lot of people is consonant clusters. And I know that that's something that you struggle with, right? Especially at the end. So what I did, I decided not to use the article or the story that they put in for this activity. And I got an article that I thought would be more interesting than that. So let me, I would like to hear you read this one, just the first paragraph. And remember to go slow.
Little kids can often tell how people are feeling, even if that person is wearing a face mask. A new study published Monday found.
That sounds good. When you slow down, you're a lot more clear. I thought this is a really interesting article. Yeah. And I copied a lot of it, but not all of it. And I left you the link on the second page if you want to read it yourself. Right. So let's see. I want to hear this one. Mask. Great. Very nice Chicago accent there. I try not to get too Chicago, but sometimes it comes out. Yeah. Actually, I don't teach you the way that I grew up speaking, which I would have said mask. It's a mask.
My friends, some of my friends at the North Carolina, they speak with a Southern accent. It's really a little bit like, oh my gosh.
Was it difficult for you to understand them?
I can understand. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I want to hear you do the next paragraph because I think that one was not quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And remember to take it slow, take your time,
Okay.
right? Go ahead.
There has been some concern that face masks used at school during the pandemic may be hurting younger children's development. But this research later published in JAMA Pediatrics suggests that kids recognize emotions about as well as they could without masks.
All right. Good. So yeah, there are some words that are not common in daily life on this. And unfortunately, I'm trying to find a good balance between your level and like the material. It's so yeah, I'm gonna help you with that one. This is you've probably heard the word pediatrician, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
This is the first part of pediatrician.
Pediatric, right?
Yes, pediatrics.
Pediatric. Mhm.
Yeah. Pediatrics. Sorry.
Pediatrics. Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to show you a trick.
Why they use pediatrics and then suggest has the S is wrong grammar.
No. I'll give you that. It's
I see.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. This is correct actually. So
Yeah, because it's okay. Got it.
Yeah. So published in JAMA Pediatrics is describing the letter.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me show you a trick, right? This is suggests.
Suggests.
Yeah. I'm going to show you a trick, right? And I'm going to stop sharing just for a second so you can see my face. So when you say a S sound, use S. So when you have an STS sound, you're interrupting it in the middle. So actually this one's the easiest to do because the T and the S, for both of those sounds, you have your tongue in the same place. But for the T, you stop the air, and the S, you let a little air through. So all you have to do is you're saying the S, and then you stop it, and then you let it out. So in this one, it would be suggests.
Suggests.
Yeah. It takes a little bit of practice, but that's the trick. So you can just even practice that combination, right?
Suggests.
Yeah. You can, if there, the wasp. Have you ever heard the insect, the wasp?
Wasp.
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 Yeah. I'm really jumping ahead. This is a final consonant cluster issue. I'll work on these later. I think I do have them planned for a lesson coming up in the future. So anyway, the point of this is just to do your best to get out every sound, right? And so for words like hurting might be
hurting. No, hurting.
Yeah. That's going to be tricky, right? You've got those RTs with
hurting.
A word like suggests. Yeah, that's another tricky one. Masks.
Masks.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. All right. So those are tricky ones, right? And this article is full of stuff like masks and other ones like that. Expressed. Let me see if there's another paragraph that I want to go through. Not, I think, oh, maskless. That's a tricky one. I'm not going to make you say that one. All right. Have you heard that there are people who are protesting having masks in school? Yeah, I've seen that myself. Like they have signs I see when I'm passing through my neighborhood.
You mean in Chicago?
I'm in the suburbs, but yeah. Yeah. Yes, I wonder how they would react to this article.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of weird because from my son's school, actually, sometimes, well, actually, I get notice like alert from the school that someone, got COVID, didn't, say the names or anything, but it's just weird that they said, oh, soon enough, the children can go to school without masks. I'm like, no way.
Yeah. Well, the more students get vaccinated, the more likely it'll be that they can go to school without masks. But according to this article, it sounds like it's not that big of a problem, actually. It sounds like the just from this article, if children can read emotions without seeing the lips, that makes things a little, I would think that it would be less important to take their masks off right away.
Maybe just the teacher, they should allow them to wear like not the mask, but like the plastic, what's it called, a face shield.
Yeah,
because it will be easier for students to see teacher face, like at emotions, like it's probably easier for them to study, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
But the students who can still wear mask, I think.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's all we've got for today. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you have any words that you need help pronouncing, there is one thing that I want to try with you. I want this kind of is a very common pair of words together. We say kind of a lot.
Kind of.
And that's one word I noticed you take out the N. So I want to try something else. Instead of saying kind of, I want to hear kind of.
Kind of.
Or of, kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of.
If you're talking, the slang version of is kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah. I wanna hear how that goes for you. If you're able to make that work.
Which one? The kind.
This one is slangy. So if you want to sound appropriate, if you want to sound proper, you would say kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. Mhm.
I have this special kind of metallic markers.
Mhm.
I didn't use them in your sign, but I have like gold and silver ones. They're really pretty.
Mhm.
Right? I always make sure to get that N in there because that's actually not a difficult sound at all for native speakers.
Mhm.
So if you had to pick one sound to drop, actually the V is the most common one for a native speaker to drop, right?
Mhm.
You say kinda.
Kind, kind, kind,
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of. Mhm.
Mhm. So
How to say the word large that you said I didn't pronounce end. Can you teach me that?
well,
Large.
I can't give you I was telling you this because it's a combination of two words. To make it easier, right? You can run those two words together to make it simpler for you to get everything out. But lounge
kind,
is
large.
I don't have a trick.
Large.
I don't have a trick for that one. I'll see if I can figure one out.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Lounge, lounge, lounge.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's
That's
one word.
interesting.
Lounge,
Wow.
lounge.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
that's interesting. Okay. So anyway, I'll just write you a reminder and I'll make
Mhm.
it, oops. That's the best I can do for now, but I'll think about it.
Mhm.
All right. And then the next one,
Lounge.
yeah.
The next meeting, next Tuesday, I'm not available.
Mhm.
Yes. Mhm.
Right. That's all right.
Yeah.
I have you written down for your next one as wait, my calendar runs out. I have you written down on my Google Calendar though that the next one ought to be, let's see.
30, 30.
Let me double check. I just put this in all my final slides just to
Mhm.
double check. Yeah, that looks like the next one should be November 30th.
30th.
All right. 11:30 at 1:00 p.m. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. All right, so then I will send you some sound files and this, the recording and the PowerPoint to help you practice.
Okay.
I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too. What you gonna do? What's your plan?
I am going to spend it with my mom. My mom lives in Glen Ellen, which is not far from where I live. And
Oh,
I'm going to spend it with her and her dog.
okay.
I don't have, I have other family in the area, but we're still kind of in pandemic mode where it's not like anyone is having a massive gathering. You know what I mean? We're
Mm,
it's just small groups. Mhm.
mm,
And
that's good.
I'm on a low carb diet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for my not to lose weight, but for other reasons. For health reasons. We're gonna try to make it a low carb Thanksgiving because
Oh,
that would help my mom too.
can you eat turkey?
Yeah, I can eat turkey.
You can still eat turkey. That's okay.
Yeah, turkey doesn't have that many carbs in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But we can't have stuffing or bread or
Yeah,
cornbread,
bread.
potatoes.
Maybe?
No.
Potatoes probably high carb. I don't know.
I think I'm going to roast a bunch of vegetables like carrots and beets and onions and Brussels sprouts.
Wow, that sounds good. I'm gonna be on the trip, so I don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna have fancy dinner
Mm.
or anything. But well,
Uh-huh.
let's see, just the barbecue maybe.
Oh, where are you going?
Well, we're gonna rent RV,
Mhm.
and go to the park. Actually, original plan, we want to go to the Yellowstone, but
Oh.
my friend said it's too far. So we change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too far drive, like
Mm.
yeah, we gonna spend a lot of, long time in the RV, just sitting there. So we changed the plan and we just go around Chicago, maybe Illinois. I might go to Wisconsin. I don't know.
To
So you
where is
mentioned
it?
of those, the one that you mentioned.
Oh.
I'm going to check
Mhm.
the leaf. I'm not sure if I can check it.
Starved
Door
Rock or Door
Door
County?
Door County,
That's in Wisconsin.
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 Wisconsin. Okay,
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm not sure it's still beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Um,
I bet Starved Rock, which is further south in Illinois. I think I showed you that one before. You can actually go there in a day, and it might be nice if the weather cooperates. Hmm.
is in State Park in LaSalle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not that far away. It might take like 2 hours to get there.
Mm.
Door
Yeah.
County, maybe like 2.5 or 3, depending. I'm not sure exactly how long it would take because I don't think I've ever been there from Chicago.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
used-
well, I told my friend that maybe we can go to Indiana or Michigan, but I don't know. Like, I don't
Yeah.
see anything much in Illinois.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of interesting day trips from Chicago. There's a town called, what is it called? Galena. Galena. It's like a little small town. And you basically go there to wander around and drink hot apple cider.
Gal. Oh
Mhm.
yes, city in Illinois. Galena. I think I've been there, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth to check it out. Yeah.
Mhm.
How about Indiana? Do you have any?
Let me think. The place that I'm most familiar with is Indiana Dunes State Park, but it's probably not a great time of year to go there. It's like it's right along the lake shore. So like you would go there in the summer and go to the beach.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
it's
I
too
think if
cold.
you want, like, there's a lot of nice places along the lake in Michigan that you could find with like fall colors.
What was the name?
I can't think of any specific name, but there's a Michigan wine route. Let me see if I can find I'm gonna
Wineries, Michigan wineries.
hold on a second. Let me
They
find it.
have Michigan City, the city in Indiana.
Oh yeah.
I think I've been there, the Michigan City.
I don't know if this is this is the kind of thing you would be interested in, but it's a group of wineries that are located near Lake Michigan, and you drive between them, and then you take you sample wine.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
White Trail, Michigan.
yeah.
Mm.
I've been to some of them. I haven't been to all of them.
Mm.
Ah. Yeah. That, oops. Oh no, what'd I do? Oop. Here's a map.
Mm. Oh, I see. It's not far from Chicago.
No,
Mm.
no. You can see Benton Harbor from Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Again, these tend to be like places you can go in one day.
Mm. Yeah. Well, we don't want to go too far.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
I hope that give you some ideas.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
And I'll see you on 30th.
Okay. Have a good trip.
You too. Have a good week, holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.